Hello and welcome, traders. One of you requested a tutorial about how to set up footprints in ZeroChart. So here we go.
Trading.
Trading's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Dangerous.
It's dangerous stuff.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Now, there are different styles of footprints, and the beauty about ZeroChart is that it's so customizable that you can basically imitate any footprint style that you know or can think of for the most part. Let's start with my favorite layout, which looks like this. Basically, the footprint can consist of multiple columns. My layout uses only one column plus the pullback, bid and ask volume along the middle, and colored bars for the delta. No total volume bars per price because I find the delta is more important and you always want as little information to process for your mind as possible. Diagonal imbalances is something you might want, but it should really be for context only because whatever factor you set it to trigger is going to be more strict with the situation than accurate. Like an example, 100 versus 399 might not trigger on a factor of 4, right? But it's still kind of 4 times as much. And last but not least, we have highest delta and volume highlighted, which is always a useful info for the process of assessing institutional players and their movement. And depending on your trading style, you might want to add the use of a pullback bar. So let's start from a clean slate and load a classic 30-minute ES chart. Right-click in Studies and add a numbers bar study, which is basically a footprint. Footprint is just patented, hence the different term. The numbers bar study overrides the graph draw type you set in chart settings, in case you're wondering where your candlestick went. And there we go. Looks absolutely terrible and useless. Alright, let's make this pretty. For column 1, we switch the text to bid volume and ask volume. That gives us traded contracts on both bid and ask side as opposed to total volume at price. For the background, I prefer right-aligned ask-bid difference. Now we're getting somewhere. Background color method is going to be based on dominant ask-bid volume actual, because we want only either positive or negative delta shown, whichever is larger. I'm going to show how to set up imbalances towards the end of the video, so for now we're leaving the text coloring at none. You might have noticed by now these inputs are not in order at all from all the updating of this study. And if you don't like the green for positive delta, you can set the 4 positive ranges to blue or something. And that's basically it for column 1. We skip column 2 and 3 and set the pullback column text to bid and ask volume. You can play around with the pullback bar parameters to make it your style. It's basically the same for every column or similar. Because we're doing everything in column 1, set the min-max and the POC highlighting to column 1. And change the colors to something complementary that works in your mind to associate negative and positive delta accordingly. To actually highlight the min-max delta and not min-max total volume, we will switch input 99 further down later to ask bid volume difference. Open and close marker style is basically a representation of the original candle next to your footprint. You can set that to a hollow candlestick, but I find it's getting way too busy and I recommend either arrows or boxes in column 1 to keep things clean. Bid-ask vol threshold I would ignore because those numbers can change a lot depending on the day. Another factor for clean look is the number separator. While X is kind of original and nostalgic, I find a few spaces are much more clean. Bid-ask volume text threshold input 94, I recommend leaving at 0 because you don't want holes in your footprint and you want to see whether there have been few or 0 trades at a price, for example. Now we set highlight min-max to ask volume bid volume difference. That fixes the highlighting we set the colors for earlier, so now it is actually highlighting maximum positive and maximum negative delta levels and the maximum volume. Pullback offset is useful, I find, so you don't mix up the pullback footprint for the actual last bar when you glance at it only. The bar length is preference. I rather have a clear contrast in length so I can see an absorption in my peripheral view rather than having to zoom in to see the movement. That's basically it for this style of footprint. Another popular style is to have the delta as numbers in a column next to the footprint and have the volume at price shown as bars instead. For that, we would open another column, and I would probably want to have the delta in numbers on the left side and the volume in bars on the right side of the traded volume. It all comes down to your style of trading. I, for example, like to get an idea of delta at price without having to take a closer look, so basically just out of my peripheral view. So I rather have colored bars than having to compare blue and red numbers in an extra column. And if one of your criteria is to see newly created total volume at price, you might want to add another column with that, either as numbers or as a volume profile. I hope this helped and took some fear of the thought setting this up for your own style. Just keep experimenting with it and hit apply a lot. I recommend to revisit your layout from time to time and delete what you have noticed that you're not looking at so that your mental workload stays minimized, especially when scalping. Alright, chapter imbalances. And in case imbalances are part of your trading style, here's how to set them up. Up in column 1 text coloring method, we'll set it to diagonal, dominant, side, ask volume, bid volume, percentage. For now this looks unreadable, but we're gonna fix this further down. Bid ask minimum volume compare threshold, input 95. You can exclude small volumes from imbalance comparisons by turning up that value. You don't want a 1 and an 8 to show up in a quadruple imbalance. Enabling diagonal comparison for diagonal imbalances would be redundant after setting it in the column 1 text coloring already, so we can skip that. Use separate colors for text coloring method. We are going to say yes, because otherwise we won't be able to read that on top of our delta bars. Percent compare thresholds for column 1 is a string of 3 values. These 3 values correspond with the range 1, 2, 3 for both up and down. And just to show that it works, we will set some funky colors for the maximum. All right, like this. So let's say the first color, pink, should come at something being half as big as the other side. And then the second color, orange, we want for twice the size. So that's like a 2 for 200%. And then let's do quadruple, which is a 4 for 400% for the last one. There you go. And as you can see, that seems to work all right. Diagonal, this seems to be all fit. Then of course you might not want to have all these imbalances, or you're probably interested only in the like 4 times or something. And there we go. Thank you for watching. Please leave any requests for tutorials in the comments. Like and subscribe, trade safe, and always manage your risk.